Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Disco Kitty the Crappy Crafter. Today, we're going to be playing with one of these trays. Everybody plays with one of these trays eventually, so we're going to do the same. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stain it. I've never stained anything in my life, so this ought to be fun. And then I'm going to do the whole resin in the bottom thing, but I haven't figured out if I want to do just glitter, or if I want to do like a scene, or if I want to like paint it, or I don't know what I'm going to do at the bottom of this yet, but first things first, we're going to stain it, and then we're going to do something to it. I don't know. Let's just get right into it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stain this with a black stain, and I'm going to be really impressed with the coverage on this black stain, because I was expecting to be able to see more of the, the wood through the stain, but I must have just put it on too heavy, which is fine because, I want it to be black, so it's black. Yay! Not gonna show this very well because I should have raised my camera up so I could see the whole thing, but I am dumb and I did not do that thing, so we get to see bits and pieces of it because I am dumb and I did not do that thing. But yeah, so here we go. I even remembered to wipe off the excess. So these are some of the flowers that I made with the press, the microwave press thing, the flower press kit thing, which, worked really well. I liked it. Here I'm going to do a really bad job trying to sponge this on, and it's not going to do a good job. I am not going to do a good job. So, because I didn't have any proper sponges. I had those sponges for the stain, and I was like, we'll try it for this. They did not work for this. I had to rip them off their handles, and it kind of worked, but what I should have done was I should have just got myself a big sponge, or even a makeup sponge, because that's what I usually use, is makeup sponges, because I don't wear makeup, so any makeup sponges in my house are meant for, this kind of stuff. We'll go mix up some 2-part epoxy resin. We're going to mix up so much 2-part epoxy resin by the time we're done with this, and that's okay. So I decided what I wanted to do was I wanted the color to be a galaxy background, and then the glitter to be stars, and then the flowers to be like planets or something, but it didn't work out that way. But it's still cool in the end. It's okay. It's alright. Gotta put little dots of white for stars. Whee! Look at it go. And we will put some little crosses or pluses meant to be little twinkly stars, because there's always a twinkle. Using a very fine nail detailing brush for this, which is still a little bit bigger than I wanted, but it's okay. I can never find the tiny detailing brushes that I want. Alright, plop the flowers down any which way, and then these are dyed baby's breath buds, so they will look, I was hoping that they would look like faraway planets, maybe faraway stars. These are dyed pressed baby's breath. Baby's breath is one of my favorite flowers. I just think it is so pretty. The little mini carnations. I put too much glitter in this. I know it doesn't look like it, but I think there's too much. It was supposed to be like just a splattering, just a sprinkle of glitter, but it ended up being, a lot more. So this is the first 6 ounces. So all of this glitter will sit down on the surface of the tray, which is cool because then, later we're going to use some bigger, chunkier glitter and it'll give it depth because it'll sit on top of this layer So the thickness of this layer will separate the two different glitters, which will be cool. You can't really see it on camera. I try, but you know, it's a thing. Gotta get rid of all the bubbles. Not that you're going to be able to tell anyways with the glitter and the flowers and all the things. You're not going to see bubbles. Alright, so this is round 1. You can really see the texture of the dried flowers. So we're going to go for round 2. This isn't going to have anything in it. It's just going to sit on top of the first layer. It was just supposed to, you know, dome it, make it all nice and even, but it will not be enough. That one flower, that rose, that's a rose. I know it doesn't look like a rose, but remember we talked about this. Smushed flowers don't always look like they're flowers anymore. So, yeah, gonna have to do one more layer, and this third layer we're gonna put the chunky glitter in. But look at how pretty that is. It's too many sparkles. I mean, it's really pretty. The sparkles are very pretty, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I need one more layer, and this layer is going to be the same thickness as both of those layers combined, because I'm gonna start with 6 ounces, fluid ounces, I should say. I'm gonna start with 6 fluid ounces, and then realize it's just not going to be deep enough, and I'm just gonna mix up another batch right here and pour it right on. Not gonna show it, but that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Oh well. I mean, it works in the end, so it's okay. Well, I think that worked really well. It took a lot more resin than I was expecting it to. I was expecting it to take 6 ounces. It took 24 ounces. I ended up putting 3 layers on, 2 of 6 each, and the last one of 12. But look, it gives it depth. Just look at that. The little glitters are all the way down on the bottom. And then there are some little flowers on the bottom. There are some little flowers that are a little bit floating. All the big flowers are on the bottom. And then the big glitters are floating. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. Anyways, I think it's super cool. It's definitely a heck of a lot heavier, and it feels a lot more sturdy now. Definitely sounds a lot more sturdy as well. And I'm impressed. Nothing leaked. Nothing leaked out the edges or on the corners. Everything was clean. Everything worked really well. And I don't like the paint job. It was supposed to be kind of a galaxy theme with stars, and they were going to be planets, and it didn't work so well. So now it's just a pretty thing with a colorful background and some flowers and some glitter and some stuff, and I think it worked out really well. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you would have done differently. And until next week, stay safe.